Uh-oh, another diversion ahead. Here are 19 reasons to watch Dolan's Cadillac. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave Musson, at Dave Musson on Instagram, and this is a place where I talk to you about all things Stephen King. Do check out the links in the description and around this video to find a bunch of things, including my Stephen King themed band shirts. Children of the Corn, you could be wearing that too. My collection of short stories, Once More Around the Sun, sign into my newsletter, a bunch of other stuff. But most of all, thank you for checking this video out, especially this one, because it's a bit of a deep cut and we're talking about a movie that, spoiler alert, is not very good. Yep, this time we're up to the final Stephen King adaptation of the Noughts 2009's straight-to-DVD release of Dolan's Cadillac, an adaptation of the story of the same name that was captured in Nightmares and Dreamscapes. This one stars Bentley and Slater, and as a movie, it struggles. And as a result, I'm probably going to struggle to get to 19 reasons for you to give this a try. So there you go, there's some jeopardy for you right at the start to stick with this video all the way through. Now, as I always do, any reasons that might spoil a first time watch of this, I will cluster behind a spoiler alert for you so you can just find the timestamp to the outro and skip ahead and not have anything ruined for you. Now, if you're looking to watch this, you will be devastated to know that it's not currently available for streaming anywhere at the time of recording. But who knows, somebody might have uploaded it to YouTube just for a laugh. Why don't you have a search? Okay, let's just get this done, shall we, so we can move on with our lives. Here are 19 reasons, I hope, to watch Dolan's Cadillac. Okay, so I'm even struggling to give you a headline reason to watch this because this whole film is just a shrug. And I think that's my main problem with it. It's not even terribly, terribly bad. It's just so bland. They've tried to pad out the story by making Dolan a people trafficker, which is basically just an excuse for them to show some scantily clad women. But none of it captures you. The one thing I will say in his favour is that you do not have to engage your brain to watch this, which is a bonus. This one actually got my hackles up right within the first 2 minutes. As you push play over the opening credits, you hear the main character giving a voiceover describing Dolan.
But when he grins, birds fall off telephone lines. When he looks at you a certain way, your prostate goes bad and your urine burns.
Except that's not Wayne's basement, and that's not Dolan he's describing. He's using words from The Stand that we used to describe Randall Flagg. Now, I appreciate this much as trying to be a cute nod to constant readers, but no. So what's the hook to this one? Well, it's pretty close to the story. We have our main character, Robinson, and his wife is out riding a horse, obviously, and sees Dolan doing some crime. And then that crime escalates into some killing crime. And she escapes, but leaves her mobile phone behind. So Dolan and his baddies know who she is. But anyway, she agrees to testify. The couple get taken into a not-so-safe house. Long story short, her car gets blown up when she's in it. And Robinson decides he wants revenge. So he tries a gun, and then that doesn't really work. So instead, he gets a job on a construction crew over the summer to learn how to use those big machinery. And the plan that he has decided is that he's going to dig a big hole in the road to bury Dolan in his car, in his Cadillac. And that's kind of it. Okay, reason 4, and I am struggling to give you reasons to watch this. So how about some reasons not to watch this, or to hate watch it? Yeah, let's do that. Reasons to hate watch this. Okay, first one. The dialogue and the script are awful. The cigarette/tobacco filter that is used across this entire film is migraine-inducing. And then there's the forced attempt to make the arc of descent this powerful, meaningful phrase that permeates the film. And I get it. They mentioned that in the book. But it's kind of a physics thing. It's not a gangster mob boss thing. Okay?
Once a descending object acquires a certain momentum, it continues on a downward parabolic curve to eventual impact with an immovable object at the nadir, the bottom.
Right, let's go to the cast. Starting with a member of cast who you will hate watching, and that's Bentley as Robinson. I mean, sure, he's great in American Beauty. He's brilliant in that role. But in Dolan's Cadillac, absolutely not. He basically looks like a cross between Novak Djokovic and Tobey Maguire, who cannot act or show any kind of emotion at all other than just looking a bit confused the whole time. Now, Christian Slater as Dolan is good. I will give him that. Personally, I always, when reading the story, pictured Dolan as being, bigger, but can't take anything away from Slater. He was clearly having at least some fun with this while he was doing this role, which was probably an easy one for him as well. Lastly, before spoilers, because I want to bury this one just like Robinson buries that car, this movie actually makes the story look like an incredible piece of work, which is quite an achievement. Okay, after this point, I'm going to be talking about some of my, usually my favourite moments, but my least hated moments, showing you some clips from the film, basically, which might ruin a first-time watch. So consider this your spoiler alert. Click on the timestamp to the outro if you want to bail at this point and come and say bye at the end. Otherwise, stick around, because I've maybe got like 10 more reasons for you to watch Dolan's Cadillac coming up. So in terms of similarities to the story, I've mentioned that they pad out Dolan a bit and we get a bit more of his crimes. The other big change for the book is that we don't get as much of the actual digging. The actual, the real grunt work that Robinson has to go through. And that's a shame for me because that is a big source of tension in the book as to whether he's going to get the job done in time to trap the car in. And I get it probably didn't look great on screen, but I feel like there's a bit more of a balance they could have struck here. There's no jeopardy, to use that word twice in the same video now. There is no jeopardy 3 times in that situation. He's going to dig the hole in time. Kind of loses me a bit. Okay, on to some of my least hated bits. So, the corpse with the sewn up mouth and the shush gesture that was left in the Robinson's bed by Dolan's goons, that was pretty effective. The explosion that kills Robinson's wife was pretty good as well, I guess. Now, watching Robinson do his target practice with his stupidly big gun and falling over, yeah, I did enjoy that. Okay, it's been like more than 12 hours since I watched this movie. I'm a little hazy on some of the description, but I just have a timestamp in my notes and a note that just says laughing. I don't remember what it is, but let's look at it and see. Let's just see, shall we?
Oh, honey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that is quite a good laugh. Another mysterious note I just have a note that says fucker of mothers. Let's play.
But you are one small, tough fucker of mothers, ain't you?
Okay.
Fucker of mothers.
But I guess my favourite part was towards the end where you feel like it's all going in Robinson's favour and then Dolan suddenly realises he can open the sunroof and get out and start shooting. Like, that was kind of a fun little jump scare, although also annoyed me because he could have picked a better moment. Surely. Could have waited until Robinson had his back turned and he could have done it in a quieter way. As for my favourite line, I mean, really, I hated the whole script, but I guess Dolan's swearing monologue was at the very least impressive, although most of the language was hideously offensive as well. So, I mean, I've got to put something here, so let's put that there.
Slant-eyed, slope-headed Mongolian moose, you motherfucker. Sideways, pussy-mongering, foo-fucking Manchus, dog-meat-eating zipper headed, rat fucks, cunt-eyed, Confucian, kung-pao fist fuckers. Jimmy Dolan's caddy is a hard baby, is it not? Nobody shoots fucking JD!
Okay, on to King connections. The only one I spotted was Christian Slater, who was also in the Tales from the Dark Side movie, although he wasn't in the Stephen King story. And when it comes to Easter eggs, we've just got the Randall Flagg description that I already mentioned and that I already got annoyed about. Did I miss anything else? I don't think so. I suppose we could argue that Robinson's wife got killed as she was going out to get a pregnancy test, which is very similar to what happens to Mike Noonan's wife in Bag of Bones. That's literally just popped into my head now. Other than that, I don't know. Lastly, we made it to reason 19. This movie sucks. Make it not exist, please. Bye. Okay, there we go. Sort of 19 reasons to watch Dolan's Cadillac. Honestly, if you're going to skip one, this is definitely one to skip. Unless I've got this wildly wrong. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from a Dolan's Cadillac defender. Also, while you're here, check out the links in the description. You can get a Stephen King themed band shirt, like my Children of the Corn shirt. From my range of shirts, you can get my collection of stories, Once More Around the Sun. Bunch of other stuff you can do as well, but most of all, thank you for checking out this video and for coming this far. Do stick around, do subscribe if you enjoyed this, there's loads more to come. And next up, we've just finished a decade of Stephen King movies and adaptations, so it's time to rank them.